Hi there, welcome back to the A to Z Challenge. This is my cat Gimli, and he's here to help me talk about jealousy. J for jealousy. So one of the things is, as a writer, you're going to experience a fair amount of jealousy. Um, One of the problems is that you're going to be jealous of people and their success. If you're not really, well, if you're not jealous of other people, then that's wonderful. I just don't even know what to say. That's so fabulous, so great. I'm going to try to be gracious, but I get jealous because I'm human and it's a personal failing on my part, and because that's just the way things go sometimes. My cat's sitting on my head. This is unhelpful. So you're going to experience jealousy in both sets. You're going to be jealous of people, and you're going to have people who are jealous of you if you keep going. Now, I have to admit that when I experienced my jealousy, it was like the pits of hell opened inside my stomach and unleashed brimstone upon the world. Specifically, I was ready to just go to town, just ripping anyone in a review. I withheld because I recognized that as an emotional response. The person that I was very jealous of had experienced a great deal of success on a book that I thought was very not good. Very not good. I felt that it was rushed, that it was luck, that they happened to hit on, a certain theme that was sort of sweeping through the world at the time. It drove me a little bit insane. I considered quitting, but, it turns out I'm a writer, so I can't quit, because I just can't. So there I was writing again. But I was really upset. I was really upset that this person was getting so much acknowledgement when I was writing books that I felt were better, and I was getting nothing. It was really frustrating. That's part of where jealousy comes from, of course, is the frustration of it. But, I did what any sane person would do. I shut my computer down, I turned off the internet, and I got back to work. I went about my regular day. I went and I played some hockey, to be quite frank, and I may have checked somebody harder than I should have that day, but, sorry, poor hockey player who experienced the brunt of my jealousy. But, that's sort of how the world rolls. Sometimes it's something bad that happens in another place that causes you to do something you wouldn't necessarily do in a different location that had nothing to do with the other, although, my hockey name was Crash, so I can honestly say that if they weren't expecting it, they weren't really paying attention. I had the warning on my jersey. So that's one side of jealousy. The other side of jealousy that you're going to find really surprising is when people are jealous of you. If you stick around in writing long enough, you're going to have success. You're eventually going to publish. I swear to you, you will. It will happen. Just keep that in mind. You will publish. It will happen. It will be amazing. Or maybe it'll be terrible. It'll be hard to know for sure. But one of the things that's going to happen is someone out there is going to have the rages of hell open in their stomach, and brimstone is going to fly out of their eyes. It's going to be like, fire rage monster coming at you. Ah! It's going to make no sense. And I say this because, I'm publishing with Curiosity Quills. They do not offer advances. Okay? No advance. The royalty rate is great, but you only get the royalties if you sell books. There's no advance. They no money exchanged hands when I signed my publishing contract. So, yeah. I mean, you can even read it on their website. They have most of their contract just up for anybody to peruse as they will. So I was sort of baffled to be experiencing jealousy. It's not like I came home with a pile of money for my book. It's not like I suddenly had a lot of recognition on the internet for doing something amazing. I didn't have fame or fortune in any amount. I sort of quietly announced that I was publishing on my blog because, not that many people read my blog. Hey, thanks for being here, by the way. Yay! And so I was a little bit stunned to receive the reaction that was basically, oh great, now that your big fat book is in the marketplace, I will never be published. That's paraphrasing, but only just a little bit. Somebody did call my book fat. and did say that now there wasn't going to be room for them. Now, I received this in multiple forms. Once was as a joke from someone else who was published there, and it took me a little while to recognize it as a joke because I was like, what is this real? But then I also received it in the form of direct messages on places like Twitter and comments on my blog that I had to delete that were basically hate mail, as far as I could tell, because of jealousy, because people were jealous of the success that I was having. How on earth were they jealous of me? I kept thinking that to myself. And then I remembered that, oh, yeah, writing's really hard, and it's really hard to get around in it. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to be super jealous of somebody because the whole situation is hard. But the thing is you don't take it out on the person you're jealous of. You don't send your rage that way. And you try to keep it off your blog. This one is more cautionary, This isn't one I think we should talk about more. I think we should acknowledge it more. We should be like, yeah, I had this bout of jealousy. I was super, super jealous of something. I'm feeling a little better now. Thank you for asking. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have all the answers.